If you're a props kind of person, you've probably had to make model kits, a collection of different objects that are maybe thematically linked, and decided to make them all in the same file so that you could maybe check that they actually all fit together, or just because you want all of them to share the same texture, or because it's just easier and that's what makes the most sense. So let's have a look at how we can handle this properly in GamiFlow. I've already made my individual models, generated the low and high poly sets, texture everything in Painter, and then exported the material into Unity. So let's start by exporting our objects. I click on Make Export, then click on Export, choose the folder that I want in Unity, click Export, and then go into Unity. I can see that I now have my model here. I can drag it into the scene hierarchy, and there is already some problems. So, like, number one, where's my materials? And number two, why is it upside down? Why is it pointing the wrong way? And like, this is completely unrelated to the whole kits thing that I'm trying to explain, but I've seen lots of people try to do insane workarounds for this, so I'm going to show you like the right way of importing into Unity. So if you go on the object here in the import settings, number one is bake access conversion. Like, this will fix a lot of your problems. Now everything is pointing the right way, and we're very, very happy. One other thing you might want to do is tangents. Like, you could just import them, because GamiFlow will export them, and both Unity and Painter and everything, they all use the Michelson tangent space, so maybe it's not really necessary, but I'm a little paranoid with these things, so I tend to just import the tangents. That's up to you. But anyway, the other problem with the materials is, like, how do we get the material? Like, I could just go here and search for my material, which is fine, but we can actually make it slightly better. If you say from models material and in local materials folder, which is my folder here that contains the actual material that I have, that has the right name, I can just click search and remap, and now I've got toolkit here. Can just apply, and we've got the material. But that was a bit tedious, wasn't it? Like, is there a better way to do it? And of course there is, of course. So if you create an editor folder somewhere and create a C# script, then you can copy basically all this code and make sure you set this to true, and this will do exactly what we just did. We can see here bake access conversion, that's just the thing to fix the rotation. Import tangents, this one is up to you. I don't care, like, it's probably safe to not have it. And then this is to assign the material automatically. So if I go back here, wait for things to rebuild, I'm gonna delete this entirely and then re-export just to show that it works. And now we've got the thing here. I put it back, and there you go. Like, one click, no worries, all automated. So now that we've got the objects pointing the right way and like with the right material and everything, I want to address the actual problem and the thing that I'm calling a kit and how it's solved. So like right now you can see that, we do have individual objects in there, like I can move them around, but like there is no way for me to just do this and just get a hammer. I get the entire toolkit again, which is not great. And that really annoys me. Like, there is a way, of course, you could just go here and prefab, unpack, and then you can finally grab just one object and delete the rest. But that's not super convenient, and I don't like it. So back in Blender, all you have to do is, instead of single file, you select Kit, then re-export, and now what you've got is you've got one model per root object. So let's delete the old toolkits thing, and just note that it's got the material and it's pointing the right way up, and that's entirely because of the script. And I'm glad I don't have to do it manually. So it's almost there, right? There's just one problem. Like, what's this? Why has it got the transforms? Like, this is not great. I like things to be clean, and I like all the objects to be centered by default so that they don't have weird transforms that then make like your programmer or someone else very angry. So what we're going to do is, like, we do want them to be all on the same position here, but I don't want that to be the case in Painter. So I still need them to be laid out this way, except in the export set. So in the export set, I want them all to be on the origin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use what I call export anchors. So I'm going to create an empty. I'm going to leave it in the middle, and then here I'm going to just say export anchor should be the empty. This one too, and why not this one, even though it's already on the origin. Now if I click make export, all our meshes are teleported onto the empty. So I can re-export, and now if let's delete everything and start again. This is a nice 0, also 0, and everything is 0. So now we can easily make little kits of multiple objects that will have the nice transforms and will get imported very neatly into Unity.